everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Coach Lala, and if you're new here, welcome to my kitchen. We are back with another 100 plus healthy high protein recipes. Today we're going to be making some teriyaki baked salmon, one of my favorite go-to meals. Pieces, 2 fillets of salmon. I have a family of 4, so I have to bake a lot. You can always decide whether skin on or skin off with your salmon. For me, when I get it from Publix, I always leave the skin on because Publix typically cleans the skin for you. There might be a few scales that you have to get off, but for the most part, the scales are not there. So I'm doing a small cleaning and I'm leaving the skin on. As always, I am going to place the recipe somewhere on the screen here, but if you haven't already, go ahead and grab your copy of the 100 plus healthy high protein recipes e-cookbook. I will link it in the description of this video. And if you have been following this series for a while and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, show our channel some love. Alright, so I actually am going to take the skin off one and leave the skin on the other. So for the baked salmon, I'm going to preheat the oven to 400, and then I'm going to show you what seasonings I use. As always, I always say you guys can use whatever seasonings you're comfortable with. Okay, so for our seasoning, I'm going to be seasoning with onion powder, onion powder, garlic powder, some salt-free original blend. This is from Lidl or Lidl. I don't even know what it's called, but you know, the grocery store that you bring your own bags to. This is the roasted garlic and herb seasoning, and then some salmon seasoning from Magic. Alright, okay, so for my pan-seared salmon, I'm actually going to cut it into smaller fillets. I do not measure my seasoning. I don't use a lot of salt, so I feel like I don't have to. It's not going to be salty. You want to make sure you get both sides. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit for like 10-15 minutes. Okay, so while I let that sit, I'm gonna go ahead and start making the marinade. So for the you know that when it comes to garlic, I'm going to use the jar minced garlic. I am not going to be cutting up garlic, although I do have garlic, and I don't even know why. That I buy both. I have the fresh garlic and fresh ginger, and I do use them sometimes. But if you're like me and you know that you struggle to stay consistent, and the harder the work, the less likely you're going to do it, then I am going to recommend buying the minced garlic in a jar and the ginger paste. That's just me. I know that if the work is harder than I'm intending for it to be, then I'm not going to do it. So I just try to make my life easier. So we are starting with the teriyaki sauce. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour the rest of this in there because it's all that we have. You can tell I make this a lot because I really kind of just eyeball this sauce. But if you're new to making the sauce, please stick to the recipe. Got my oyster sauce. Got a scoop of my chili. This is kind of spicy. So you don't have to have this. I actually got this from the Asian Mart in Goose Creek, South Carolina. So I don't know if you have an Asian Mart next to you. I don't even know if they sell this in like their normal grocery stores, but we have a couple of Asian Marts around. Alright, I'm gonna go with a scoop of garlic. A squeeze of ginger paste. Oh yeah. And a squeeze of honey. So this is what our marinade is looking like right now. Go ahead and stir that up. I have just decided on top of this is that I am going to make this salmon 3 different ways. So I'm going to marinate one in the sauce and bake it in the sauce, and then the other 2 I'm going to show you how I make them, one on the stove, or if you have an air fryer. That is honestly, I wish that's what I put in the recipe book. My go-to answer is always the air fryer. Always. I don't even know why I said baked teriyaki salmon, because I honestly always go to my air fryer. For my baked salmon, I'm actually going to be using my glass Pyrex bowl. The one thing that I want to point out is, because I'm leaving the skin on, I always put my salmon face down into the pan so that one, the sauce is cooked into the salmon, and then the skin is not stuck to the bottom of the pan. Pour our marinade at the bottom first, a little bit at the bottom. Really rub that in. Yep. Just gonna use my brush and brush the sauce right all over that. We're gonna put that on. So I'm gonna pick my 2 thickest pieces here. Make sure you spray your pan with olive oil spray, or use some olive oil. Do it a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to be cooking that on level 6, and this is probably going to take about 14 minutes, 7 minutes on each side. Our air fryer. So with my air fryer, I have an Instapot air fryer. As you can see, it's the one that the top comes off like this. Boom. I like for my salmon to be crispy, and so I'm going to put this in. I don't even know what this is called. Whatever this attachment is. And I'm going to put this on air fryer for 375 for 10 minutes, 5 on each side. So what I like to pair this meal with, or my salmon with, is the rice cauliflower recipe that I shared on my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and check that video out. I'll link it up above. This would be a perfect meal to pair it with. If not, I normally pair it with some type of pasta, baked potatoes, or roasted vegetables. Okay, so that's gonna be a wrap to our video. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoy it. I am going to enjoy it. I'm about to go bust this down because I'm so hungry right now. I didn't even realize how hungry I was until I started cooking this, and now I'm too excited to even finish this video. So anyways, if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you already tried this recipe, then let me know how you liked it in the comment section below. If you haven't already tried this recipe, what's stopping you? Go ahead and try it. It is high protein, it is delicious. As you can see, I did not put the sauce on every last one of them, so if you're not somebody that even likes teriyaki sauce, salmon is completely delicious without it. If you haven't, let me know what style you prefer. Do you like air fried? Do you like oven? Do you like to pan sear? I would love to hear that from you. If you have not already, make sure that you check out the rest of the series. Stay, watch another video. Why not? Also, if you have not already, download your free e-cookbook with over 100 plus healthy, high protein recipes. Go ahead and click the link in my description box and check out that e-cookbook that I made just for you, and it's 100% free. What else? I will see you all again, same time, same place next week. We'll be trying different recipes. Hopefully we get around to a breakfast or a post-workout meal. Until then, stay active, stay mindful, stay curious, and stay searching for the answers that work best for you and your fitness journey. Bye.